Planner friends, it's Amber from AmberPlansHerDay, and I am really excited to come on and share with you a journal plan with me. I have never done a journal plan with me, but I'm really excited to try it today because I have some things that I am wanting to journal about, which does lead to a trigger warning for this video. I'm going to be journaling about pregnancy loss. If that is something that is triggering to you in the moment, please go ahead and just click away from this video. There's no offense taken, but it is something that I really want to share about in my story and also have a journal page to go along with it. So today is October 25th, and this is the due date of the baby that I lost in 2018, which means that this baby that I lost would have been 5 years old today. Well, not today. I mean, maybe today. Who knows? But sometimes that's what happens, right? Like sometimes you give birth on your due date and sometimes you don't. So yeah, this today, October 25th, would have been the due date for the baby that we lost in 2018 through miscarriage, and she would have been 5 years old. So I'm going to write her name that Mike and I named her. Some people don't like to name the children that they've lost, either through miscarriage, but it was definitely something that was really healing to me and I think to Mike. So I actually really felt like our first daughter's name was going to be Rose, and Mike felt that too. And we just felt like we were going to get pregnant again, so we didn't necessarily want to name the baby that we lost Rose, because then we would have like 2 roses in our head, you know? So we decided to name her Heavenly Grace. Heavenly Grace. Okay. There it is. Heavenly Grace. It looks really good. And I think it's really going to match these stickers from Functional Florals Volume 2, which it really does look so good together. And there are things that I have, like some journaling prompts that I want to have for this page, so I'm going to do that as well. But yes, like I said, she would have been 5 years old, which means that our life would look vastly different today if she was with us. We would have a 7-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, 2 4-year-olds, and a 2-year-old, a 2.5-year-old really, which is a lot. That is a lot. So sometimes, like, there's, I don't know if anyone else who has experienced loss, but sometimes we go through seasons of feeling even like a little bit of shame or guilt because maybe we aren't thinking about Heavenly as much as we would like to because of the fact that life is literally crazy. And that sticker went on crooked, and that's okay. And that's just what happens sometimes. Like, life is so chaotic and so busy. And then sometimes I think about, like, could I have even handled another kid? And trust me, I am not the person who is going to tell you, like, oh, God needed them home, or God needed them, or, like, something. Like, no, that's not me. So I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's do, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 journaling prompts, but I could, like, narrow it down to 4. So I'm going to put all 4 of these around the page. I'll probably put 2 on each page and then, like, fill in the space. Dang it. I should have done, that's okay. Hang on, I got to think about this. So I have yellow with no lines. And then I guess I should have done, okay, that's okay. It's okay. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be fine. I think we're just going to do it like this. And then we will put the prompts on maybe some of these boxes. I don't want to take up too much of the journaling space, but I do think that this would be nice to have for like the actual journaling areas. I guess I should do a pink one here also. Okay, that's nice. Now I'm going to write my journaling prompts, and I think we're gonna do today. I'm thinking about, and I don't know if I'm gonna fill this in right now, but today I'm thinking about what my life would have looked like if we had 6 kids, 7 and under. And I'm thinking about what it would have looked like to carry my first pregnancy to term, different things like that. I'm thinking about the year that it took. So from early 2018 to early 2019, when I found out I was pregnant with Rose, that was a full year of like trying to get pregnant again. So I think about that year and what happened in that year. I never imagined pregnancy loss to be like. And for this category, I'm thinking about how pregnancy loss is not talked about within the community. Very often, I'm thinking about how people do not know how to respond or what to say when there is pregnancy loss. And yeah, I think that that's something that we could grow in. Okay, I'm going to use this one over here to write a letter to your baby that you lost. And I feel like I'm missing out on, oops, I wonder if I can take this off because I don't want to white it out. Slow and steady wins the race. That is going in the trash. And good thing we have another one. I'm going to put it up a little bit even this time. I feel like I'm missing out on, another kid that I could love and get to know and care for and all of those things. So that will be a different and interesting one to journal on as well. I'm also going to write here, due October 25th, 2018. This pen is giving me a problem. That's okay. I do think maybe a quote right here. I'm also thinking about, you guys, this is just a silly story, but whenever I found out I was pregnant, I was at work and I had some crazy morning sickness. And it was like totally, it was really bad. I didn't ever experience anything like that. The feeling that I had in my stomach. And I was like, I have to go home. There's no way that I could be here. I was still working in the juvenile corrections facility and I was like, yeah, this is not going to happen. Like, there's no way I could break up a fight if one was to happen right now. Like, there was just no way. So I went home and I took a pregnancy test. I don't even know why. I'm not even sure if I remember if Mike and I were really trying at the time. But I was just thinking about, oh, I love that. I love that there. I was just thinking about, I guess, taking one. And so I took one and it said positive and Mike was at work. So I went to the store and he had been wanting to do 23andMe for quite a long time, like a pretty long time. And I went to the store and I bought the 23andMe for him. There was only one left in stock, so I bought it for him specifically. And I wrote him a little card and I said, I wonder what our baby will be. Because Mike and I, we never really knew what we were, growing up, I guess. And, I knew that, in my family, we're Italian, we're Irish, we have some German, but, I didn't know, specifically. So I think, getting to know what we were would be fun so that we can pass it on to our next generation. And I gave this little gift to him, and he was so confused, and it was, so special, and it was just a really, really fun time. So, anyway, that is what I did, and it was really fun and special. I kind of like this. Dare to begin. I don't know. Or maybe this one, your feelings are valid. I felt during that season that my feelings were not valid. So I think this is perfect. I think that it'll fit. Make sure that it's straight. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Sorry, this is like, just put the sticker down, Amber. Your feelings are valid. I love that. That's from Black Quotes Volume 2, in case you're curious. And I don't know. I've never done a journaling spread before. Is this what it's supposed to look like? I guess technically it can look like whatever you want it to look like. The only thing I'm envisioning is this sticker down here. But I have a feeling it's going to be too tall for the boxes. So maybe there's something that we can try to make it like a little bit shorter by having some stick off. And let's like get that pushed in there. And then we can cut the excess off. And yeah, so October is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. So I want you guys to know that if you have experienced this kind of loss, I hope that you know you're not alone and that I care deeply about you and that if you ever need to process anything, I am here for you. I took all of that off and I actually love it. This looks so good. The only thing I'm going to add is in the back of this sticker book, Functional Florals, we have washi strips. What I love about these washi strips is that it actually comes off, come on, as the whole strip. If I could get it off, that'd be great. There it is. And I'm going to layer this with some of the boxes just to add some like definition, some other like design and stuff like that. I'm gonna put this one right there and the longer piece right there and a smaller piece there. What do we think? Do we think that's enough? I'm pretty obsessed with this. You guys, wow. Today, Mike last night was at the grocery store getting us some ice cream after the kids went to bed. And he looked at our calendar. We have it on our calendar every year, like Heavenly's birthday, which was really her due date. But he was like, oh, how old would have Heavenly been? Because, like, I guess, you know, math is not my strong suit, whatever. And I was like, oh, she would have been 5. And he bought her a birthday cake and a candle that says 5. And I think we're going to eat it tonight for her birthday. So that's really special. Like, there's just little things that we try to do to remember her. And yeah, I feel like grief is a journey. And I feel like sometimes even 5 years later, like, it's just something that you might be walking through still. And I think that that's okay. So I hope that that is an encouraging statement to you guys who maybe have lost your own children, and are, you know, feeling guilty about grieving still or something like that. Like, grief is a journey and it is a process, but it is something that I think that will forever, you know, Heavenly will forever be in our hearts. And I think this is really fun and I can't wait to kind of write some of these journaling prompts and kind of see where this takes me. And I think this turned out so good. I feel like I need a journaling journal for next year because I'm not much of a journaler, but I feel like if I could have prompts and I can have like specific things to talk about, I think that I would do it. So I don't know. And I love the way this turned out. Like, it's beautiful. And I love that I always get to like look at this and think about her 5th birthday. I can't believe it's been 5 years. It's been such a long time, but yeah. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it's a little bit different than what I usually do, but it is a big part of our story, and I love getting to share all of our story. You know, I've shared our foster care journey and our adoption journey, and I've talked about this before, mostly in 2018 after it happened, but I think it's just, you know, it's really special to like look back on. You guys, I think this turned out great. Functional Florals Volume 2 is available on AmberPlansHerDay.com if you guys are interested in grabbing that. It is so pretty, and I'm just like, I can't stop looking at this because it turned out so great. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to miss any future videos of mine, and I'll see you next time. Bye!